Hello, and welcome to another RANGROO unit of the week. And today we are taking a look at the ZSU-23-4VI SHILKA for the Soviet Union. Now, the Shilka was a late 50s to early 60s self-propelled anti-aircraft gun developed in the Soviet Union. It was intended to replace the older ZSU-27-2, which was a T-55 with two 57mm AA guns strapped on top. And these bigger, bulkier AA guns weren't deemed as useful in a jet fighting era because they just couldn't track the enemy planes. So they produced the Shilka. The Shilka has four smaller 23mm cannons instead of two big 57mm. Now, they may do a little bit less damage, but they can, well, put a goddamn cloud of lead in the sky, and if any plane flies into it, they're gonna get messed up. And even today, even though Shilka is a rather old AA piece, being almost 50, 60 years old now, it's still a very deadly threat to low-flying aircraft and to ground targets as well. Another useful addition to the AA piece was that it had the radar mounted on top of it, allowing it to be one self-contained package that was very maneuverable instead of having to have an AA gun and then a radar site nearby connected to spot enemy aircraft. It was all in one nice compact system. In game, the ZSU-23-4VI SHILKA is a 35-point AA support unit for the Soviet Union, and it has one weapon available to it. Technically it's four guns. We've got the 23 Arma autocannon with 2,000 rounds available to it, range of ground of 1,050 meters, helicopters at 2,450 meters, airplanes at 2,275 meters, 30% accuracy, 20% while moving, 1 HE, and a rate of fire of 1,538 rounds a minute. Overall, a very nice quad autocannon setup. It doesn't have the best range, but it shoots a lot of bullets. An awful lot of bullets. You can definitely run out of ammo quite fast. But for stunning up enemy planes and for messing up enemy ground units, you can't really go wrong. It's a lot of bloody damage. And if you just pop down to some miscellaneous stats, it has 1 armor all around, 10 HP, medium size, very good air detection, a speed of 50 km an hour, road speed of 110 for stealth, an autonomy of 400 km, and it can be brought up in support, motorized, armored, mechanized, and marine decks. In battle, the Shilka is, well, it's a rather simple unit. It's a cannon AA piece. All factions have some sort of cannon AA piece. It's more sort of range compared to its missile counterparts, but it can put down a lot of fire down range. Now, the best way to use Shilkas is to keep them near your frontline tanks and frontline forces, because it has a sort of range, and you want to get closer to shoot down enemy helicopters and also to shoot down enemy planes. It may not be the best in solely killing planes, but its use is in stunning them up so, you know, they can't evac or drop their bombs, so your missile AA can shoot them down, making it a very nice support unit. Now, it is a radar AA piece, so it is exposed to seed missiles, but actually that's kind of a good thing, because you'd rather these frontline radar pieces get destroyed, these cheaper 35-point runs, and your fancy Tunguska M if you don't have your guns off, or your Tors, or your books, because you want to keep those guys alive. Those are your expensive, meaty stuff. Also, you can get the Shilka in an Eastern German and Polish decks. They have slightly different names, I believe, but it's the exact same stats and the exact same price, so you can bring this unit up in a lot of decks. Overall, it's a great cannon AA piece, great for stunning up, you know, enemy flying stuff, and it works extremely well against ground targets, especially infantry. You will mess up infantry that try and flank you, but don't use this as a fire support unit solely. Still treat it as an AA piece. But yeah, 4 cannons, all 23mm. If we add that all up, that's like 92mm of death and destruction, so that's a lot of damage. And I'm gonna leave it at that. This has been another RANGROO unit of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as usual, please just take it easy.